This is the secret to using AI to write more annuity premium. I'm Jim Fisher, and after coaching over 1,000 agents and advisors, I've concluded that most of them have no idea how to properly leverage AI to increase their annuity production. Now, by the end of this video, you'll discover the biggest lie that those agents and advisors are suffering that's preventing them from growing their business with AI, and more importantly, what you can do about it to install AI into your business and watch your production soar. You see, leveraging AI correctly is how agents and advisors inside of our program, Annuity Attraction Brands, are adding $4 million or more per year to their annual production. Now, if you receive value from this video at any point, go ahead and hit the like button and make sure to subscribe to the channel so that you can get more training like this. Let's dive in. So let's start out by understanding what's the biggest lie that agents and advisors like you have been sold on how to drive their annuity production. And that is that AI would somehow replace you in your sales process. And I'm talking about examples like running your initial call, right? Setting an appointment, doing some of the sales for you. And the thing that you have to realize is that the FCC, the Federal Communications Commission, has actually decided that AI agents, people replacing you, is actually illegal. In 2023, they made a judgment that outlawed this. And so you can no longer even try to get AI to replace you. But does that mean that we can't use AI? No, you absolutely can and should be using AI in your business. The question is, how do you do that? Now, before we can get into how to use AI, we have to really just kind of agree on some terms. And the first one is that AI isn't a magic trick. It's a tool, and a tool creates leverage. Leverage simply means you get more out than what you put in. And that's how leverage works. It only works, though, with input. And so you have to wield, or somebody at least has to be wielding the leverage that AI provides for you, right? And like any tool, the result you can achieve with it depends on the skill of the user. You see, a hammer, nails, and some timber does not build a house, right? You may have a Home Depot or a Lowe's right up the street just like I do. The thing is that I don't know about you, but I'm not building houses for a profit. You see, with Home Depot, I have all the tools that professional contractors have access to, but I don't have the skill with those tools. And even if somebody then gave me a blueprint or the plans to build the house, I still couldn't do it effectively, safely, and do it properly to actually drive leverage on a profitable business outcome. That's the truth about AI as well. It's no different. It's a tool that provides leverage, but you only get leverage from the tool if you know how to use it. And expecting AI to just work at selling annuities or any other insurance products, right? Is like expecting a hammer to build a house, a tree house, or anything for you. You have to have the skill with it. And so the question now that we have to answer is, where does AI fit? And what we've learned is the best place to use AI is as a co-pilot, right? Is to realize it's a tool. It doesn't do work for us. It makes us better at the work we do, assisting us in accomplishing the work. And this leads us to why most agents and advisors fail to drive leverage and, more importantly, profits in their annuity business from the use of AI. And it's because they're not skilled with using it. And quite frankly, they've been sold on it replacing them in their business and ultimately removing them from the annuity production process. You have to realize that to be a top 1% producer, you have to get good at three things. Number one, developing trust and rapport. You can also think of this as developing relationships. Number two is developing solutions, like actually creating the solution to a problem that you uncovered in your first step of your sales process, right? You present solutions to problems. And then number three is closing. You see, these are the only three things that a sales professional, really in any industry, and especially this one of helping people with principal protected growth inside of fixed index annuities. These are the only three things that you have to get good at. And the thing is, the truth is that you need to know that no one's telling you is that AI doesn't solve for any of those unless you plan to be replaced by the robots. Now, if that were true and possible, then that means you aren't necessary. And the only person who would profit from this opportunity is the person who owns and created the AI. But rest assured, This reality, in my opinion, in my experience, as someone who drives multiple 8 figures and beyond in annuity production, is that AI replacing you, it's a long way off. After all, annuities are not bought but sold, and you, not AI, will sell more of them if you understand how to leverage AI and maybe even do what many agents and advisors are doing, and you just license a proven system and you work with a proven team that can actually use and wield the AI for you. Right? If you need a house, you hire a contractor. You want to live in the house, you don't need to build the house. And if you take that same metaphor, how can you use AI for your annuity business? Well, work with somebody who can drive a more effective, compelling marketing strategy where they can develop AI-driven advertising where every single thing is optimized to such a degree with end-to-end integration so that we can reverse engineer the product all the way back to the problem of a specific prospect. We can have this complete end-to-end integration. You see, that along with AI is what creates the ultimate leverage and drives your profitability. So you can put $1 in and get $5, $7, or even $10 out consistently in commissions. You could do that, and you can license a system, and you can work with a contractor, or just like you work with a contractor to build your home. The opposite is maybe you just say, well, I need to learn how to do this myself. And of course you could. The same thing is true to build your own home. Yeah, you might be able to save money, but how much longer would it take, right? One of my mentors says experience is expensive and education is cheap. Well, why is that the case? Because experience requires your most valuable resource, time. And also, it offers no guarantees that you'll ever reach the destination you can or desire to through trial and error. You see, education is cheap, or borrowing the skills of others is another way to think about that, is way cheaper because they've already proven it, and you can buy an outcome, not a possibility. And so if you want to learn more about how we use AI-driven advertising to leverage AI to drive more annuity production, then go ahead and watch this video right here where I break down the best annuity lead generation strategy for 2024, and it's using AI. And in that video, you can also learn how agents like you, advisors like you, are licensing this system, basically contracting that out and focusing on those only 3 things that they can do: develop relationships, develop solutions, and close more business. Watch the video, and we'll see you there.